Afternoon students, today we are going to discuss about statements. Okay, last class we discussed chapter 10 C programming language, operators and statements. That chapter itself we discussed operators means what, types of operators. For example, arithmetic operators, assignment operators, arithmetic assignment operators, comparison operators. Okay, then after we have to discuss logical operators and increment decrement operators. Okay, these are all we discussed in a last week video itself. Today we are going to discuss statement means what, sir. In C programming language, statement means what, sir. Okay, conditional processing statements. Okay, we have to apply the some conditions to, we have to check the result. Okay, we have to identify the results, that is called as a statements. Okay, that statements will be executing in a sequential order. Okay, in this program itself it will be executing in a sequential order. It will be having a some flow of control. Okay, so normal control we have. So how to we have to execute a program one by one in a sequential order, as well as we have some conditions also. Okay, we have some rules and regulation for we have to executing a C programming language. So we have to follow the conditions and executing in a sequential order with the flow of the control. Okay, that is called as statements. Okay, what are the conditional statements we have? Okay, conditional constructs are there. Okay, if else construct, switch case construct. Construct means statements. Okay, if else statements, switch case statements. The if else construct means what, sir? Okay, if else statement means what, sir? If else construct is decision making construct. Okay, this is a decision making construct used to decide whether a particular action can be performed or not. Okay, this if else statement will be used to making a decision of the condition. Okay, so which action will be going to perform now or not. Okay, that is called as a if else construct. Okay, this if else statement itself we have to execute in a block of code. Okay, number of code we have. Okay, so how to check first we have to check a condition. For example, condition means what, sir? Okay, I less than equal to 10. Okay, so that is the condition, that is the statement. Okay, we have to check a condition. Condition is true means, okay, true block will be execute. Condition is false means it will be going for the else part. Okay, that is called, they are saying if else construct. Okay, so if else construct means first we will check a condition. If condition we have to check. Okay, that condition is true means one block of a code will be executed. Condition is false means it will be going for a else block. Okay, so that else block we have some coding structures, that part will be executed. Okay, this is the if else constructed explanation. Okay, definitions. Next, so what is the syntax of the if else statement? You have to see this syntax. Okay, syntax, if condition. Okay, if condition means already I told you I less than equal to 10. Okay, that is the condition. Okay, block of code will start from curly braces. Okay, so block will be started in a curly braces. Inside of that curly braces we have a statements. Okay, one line coding will be there inside of that if condition. Okay, next else part. Okay, curly braces opened and closed. Inside of that else part, else block we have a statement 1. Okay, so now we have to check a condition. If condition I less than equal to 10. So now we have to apply the value 8. Okay, I value is what it is, 8 less than equal to 10. Okay, condition is true or false. Okay, condition is true now. Okay, 8 less than equal to 10 means condition is true. Now it will be executing a first block of code. Okay, first statement block will be executed. Maybe that condition is false means it will be moving for else block directly. So that first block will be hide. Okay, so depending upon a condition, okay, that program will be executed. Okay, that is called as a if else statement syntax. Okay, so in right hand side they given clearly if block checking condition true path. Okay, they given in box itself clearly. Okay, so within a brackets they given clearly if block means that will be checking a true path. Okay, else block means it will be checking a false path. Okay, condition how it is condition how it is displaying, like that only your true and false path will be executed. At that time any one part only execute. Okay, we have to execute only for true or false. Okay, both is not to execute in a language. Okay, at a time any one will be executed. Okay, that is called as a if else statement. Okay, next that program, okay, they given clearly. Okay, include studio.h, include conio.h. That two part is the header file. Okay, studio means what it is, standard, std, standard input output dot h means header file. Okay, conio.h. Okay, conio.h means that is the conclusion. Okay, content of the input output header file. Okay, so that both header file we have to mention on a C programming language. Why it is means without that header file we cannot possible to execute a C programming structures. Okay, that's why we have to use that two header file in all the programs. Okay, maybe you have to say all the example programs. I will explain your practical session itself. Okay, how to execute a programs, how to install and execute a programs. That will be I have to take in a separately. Okay, so this is the example for if else statement example programming language in C. Okay, so see in between they have to use if else statement. Okay, next here how to compile in a last paragraph we have to see compile the above program. I want to compile a program means I have to use what the shortcut alt plus F9. Okay, compile means okay after typing this program we have to save this file name dot C. Okay, this is a C programming language, that's why I have to save this file name dot C. Okay, so now I have to execute this. Okay, first I have to compile. Okay, compile is used to find the error of this program. Okay, you have to press alt F9 after typing and saving this program. You have to compile. Okay, alt F9. Okay, press alt F9 for shortcut. Okay, so now anything error for this program means it will be displaying on your below of your screen. Okay, you have to check that error, clarify that errors, clear yourself, and then after only we have to run the program. Okay, run the program. What is the shortcut? Control plus F9. This both very important. Okay, whenever we have to see a practical program, that time I will explain clearly. Okay, alt F9 is the compilation of the program. So control F9 is the shortcut of the run the program. Okay, next switch case. Okay, in statement itself if else we discussed. Okay, now switch statement means what, sir? Okay, this switch statement is built-in multiple branch selection statement. Okay, built-in multiple branch. Okay, branch abhinana now mind come to the bank. Okay, so Indian bank we have to take. Okay, Indian bank or whatever it is, private ICICI, okay, HFC or SBI, whatever it is. Branch means bank branch. Okay, not only for one branch. Okay, so in a city we have more branches, Indian bank and SBI, whatever it is. Okay, more branches are there. Okay, so it will be chained. Okay, chained means what it is, that both branch will be correlated. Okay, so are nested. Okay, nested means one or two more branches will be displaying. Okay, so in this selection statement itself, the switch case is the built-in multiple branch statement. Okay, it is used to display the multiple values for the variable. Okay, so it is used when there are multiple values for a variable. Okay, so in the switch case statement going to explain a multiple branch of the selection statement. What is that, sir? We have to see that syntax, maybe you understand clearly. See here, first line syntax. switch, variable name. Name means already C programming language we discussed first chapter itself. Variable name means what it is: A, B, C, okay, sample, okay. So name, okay, that everything for a variable name, okay. Switch, inside of that variable name, okay, we have to give. So then after block of code will be started, okay, that will be closed end of the line, okay. Case constant 1 colon, okay, first case statements and break, okay. So first case will be execute means that code will be execute, and break means what it is, that will be executed. So my program is executed successfully, break there itself, that is the meaning of break. Case constant 2 statements break, okay, up to case constant n, okay, statements and break. Constant n means what it is, okay, we have to declare a multiple branch, okay. Case 1 2 3 4 5 6 up to 100 also you have to create, okay, depending upon our conditions, okay, your needs, okay. You have to create a more case, okay. Default, okay, finally they given default part, okay, statements. That default part is we cannot do write break statement. Why it is means, so it will be executing, for example first case will execute or second case will be execute, maybe your variable name getting the value for case 2 or 3, okay, not depending means it will be going for default statements, okay. For example I have to give, so I have to check a condition, switch case construct, I have to check variable name A, okay, I give a value 2, okay. So variable name A equal to 2, okay. So if value is what it is 2 in a switch case, okay, it will be going for directly case 2. Why it is means what is that variable name value will be 2, so that will be checking only for that case 2 part, okay. 2 value we given, that's why it will be checking a case constant 2, okay. Maybe that variable name 1 I have to give means, okay, A value I given 1 means it will be checking for only case constant 1, okay. So other case will be hidden, okay. Any one case only will be executing at a time, okay. In this switch statement itself also any one case will be execute at a time, okay. Default statements, maybe I have to give variable name 10. See here I given case 1 and case 2, okay. I didn't mention 10, okay. So case 10 is not there, okay. It will be going for default, okay. Default itself I given some text statements, like that I given something, okay, that will be printing on your output screen, okay. This is the switch case construct, okay. So this is the instructions to be how to executing a switch case construct, okay. Break statement is used to exit each case statement, okay. Already I told you, break statement will be stop there itself, exit a process, okay. That is called as a break statement. Next one, that example program they given, okay. So this program we have to execute in a practical session itself, okay. Just we have to know it, how they are using this switch case construct in a C programming language. Just you have to see this, maybe you understand clearly, okay. That syntax itself you understood yourself, but you have to see this example, maybe you clear with this, okay. In practical session I will explain this programming everything, okay. Fine. Next chapter 11, fundamentals of C language, loops, okay. Loops means what, sir? A loop is a construct or statement used to execute a block of code repeatedly for a certain number of times, okay. Repeatedly, it will be executing repeatedly, okay. One block of code or some block of the code will be executed repeatedly certain number of times, okay. So that loop construct have another name, iteration statement. That loops constructs have another name, iteration statement, okay. That iteration statement is executed based on a certain condition. So that loop or iteration statement will be executed in some certain conditions. What are that, sir? What is that, sir? Already I told you, I less than equal to 10. Okay, that is the condition. Okay, I less than equal to 10 means, okay, already first line itself we discussed the some block of code will be repeatedly will execute number of times. Okay, I 10 I given. Okay, I value 1 less than equal to 10. So first time executed in a loop. Next I value will be incremented, I equal to 2. So next repeat 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 up to 10. It will be executing repeatedly. That is the meaning of loop or iteration statement. Okay, this loop construct we have some more types. What are that, sir? Okay, so depending upon a condition only. Okay, before itself we have to know, okay, that condition how we have to give. Okay, so condition is true means it will be repeated until that condition falls. Okay, that repetition will be moving on a condition only. Okay, already I told you loop is executed in repeatedly. Okay, depending upon a condition only. When condition is false, automatically exit a process and come out the program. Okay, condition is true means it will be repeated for until that number of times. Okay, fine. Next, there are three types of loop construct. One is the while loop construct, do loop construct, and for loop construct. Okay, so here while loop and the for loop constructs are entry control loop. They have to say na while loop and for loops are called as a entry control loop. Next one is the do while loop. Do loop is called as a exit control loop. Okay, while loop and for loop is constructs are a entry control loop, and do while loop is called as a exit control loop structure. While loop means what, sir? This while loop is used to execute a block of code as long as some condition is true. If the condition is false means from the start the block of code is not executed at all. Okay, now I have to check a condition. Condition is true means it will be checking going for the true part or checking the statements. Okay, coding part. Okay, maybe condition is false means everything will be exit. Okay, start to end everything will be exit in going for the out of the program. Okay, so that is the while loop process. See that syntax: while test condition I less than equal to 1 or 10. Okay, so if the condition is satisfied, then the block of code is executed. Okay, the condition is satisfied. That means what it is? That condition is true means, okay, block of code will be executed. Condition is false means it will be moving out. Okay, exit a program. Okay, that is called as a while loop. They given its that explanations, the definition, everything. Okay, so that everything already I told you. Just yourself you have to read out these explanations. Okay, depending upon a condition only it will be going for a block of code. Okay, condition is satisfied means it will be check a block of code. Maybe not satisfied means it will be exit and come out. Okay, satisfied means true, not satisfied means false. Next one, that flow of control. Okay, flow charts we have to say in a flow chart. Okay, first we have to check a condition, test condition. Condition is true means it will be executing the body of the loop. Okay, so repeat going for the test condition. Already I told you, condition is true means, okay, so it will be going for testing the one more time, repeating the condition one more time. Okay, until the condition is false. Okay, condition true இருந்ததுன்னா ரிப்பீட் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும், டெஸ்ட் பண்ணிகிட்டே இருக்கும். கண்டிஷன் வந்து ரிப்பீட் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும், பாடி ஆஃப் த லூப் எக்ஸிக்யூட் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். ஸோ வென் கண்டிஷன் இஸ் ஃபால்ஸ், that time only coming out statement following the loop. Okay, that will be exit and come out of the program. Okay, that is the flow of the control. Okay, this is the way to we have to execute a program. Okay, that diagram itself they have to explain clearly. Okay, next one, that example program also they given. Okay, so header file studio.h, conio.h, that is used to clear the screen. Okay, it will be used to clear the screen. Why it is first we have to execute one program. Okay, that result will be displaying on your screen. Next time we have to execute another program, means that before program result will be executing on your up of your screen, so that will be clear. That's why I have to use conio.h. Okay, so this is the example of while loop. Okay, just you have to see yourself, and then after I have to take separately these practical programs. Next one, example 2. Okay, this is also while loop example. Next one, do while loop. What it is, sir? Okay, same like a while loop only, but here while loop is in front of your statement, but here do while loop is there in a last of your statement, block of code. When your block of code will be closed, there itself your last statement only for while. But in while loop itself, first we have to check a condition, then after we have to go for block of code. But here now we have to check a statement. First block of code will be execute, and then after only condition will check. Okay, for do while loop means it will be execute a block of code first, then after only condition will check. That is the while and do while difference. Okay, so while loop itself, first we have to check a condition, then after we have to go for block of code. Okay, depending upon a condition. Do while loop means now we have to check a block of code first. Okay, it will be print a block of code, next finally only it will be checking a condition. Okay, in syntax itself they given clearly, just you have to see in down itself. Do means what is the meaning of do in English? Okay, do means you have to do it next, that is the meaning of do. Okay, so do means it will be going for directly in a block of code, then after only, okay, after finishing your block of code your condition will check. Okay, what is that? While condition. Okay, that condition will check. Okay, that condition is true means, okay, it will be repeat to the same block of code. Okay, that will be repeat to the same block of code. Now we have to check a do while loop example program. Now we discussed a definition of a do while loop and syntax of the do while loop, and what is the difference between while loop and do while loop. Okay, these both we discussed. Okay, now we are going to see example of a do while loop example program in C programming language. Okay, see here this example. Okay, so first they have to check a do. Okay, that statement, okay, statement block will be executing, block of code will be executing. Okay, then after only that, after that curly braces only we have a while condition. First it will be checking a block of code, it would be not a checking, so it would be print a block of code, then after only condition will check. Okay, that is called as a do while loop example programming language. We will execute in a system itself. Next one, that is the this one for the flow of control. Okay, flow chart of do while loop. Okay, how it's executing. Okay, so first you have to see this here, while loop and do while loop. What is the difference between while loop and do while? Okay, so left hand side they given a while loop flow chart, right hand side they given a do while loop flow chart. Okay, so while loop itself, first we have to check a condition. Okay, while loop itself first will be checking a condition, but do while loop itself first body of the loop will be going. Okay, body of the code, okay, body of the loop will be execute. Second, depending upon a condition while loop execute. Okay, condition is true means go for the body of the loop, condition is false means it will be exit. Okay, it will be exit a program, but here body of the loop first execute, then after only condition will check. Condition is true means next it will be going for na body of the loop one more time, repeat. Okay, repeatedly it will be going for the body of the loop. So here test condition is maybe false means it would be exit a program statement following the loop. Okay, this is the difference between while loop and do while loop for flow of control. Okay, next for loop. Okay, for loop is we have some block of code. Okay, so some different techniques in a looping statement. Okay, this is the third looping construct in a C programming language. Okay, this for loop is execute a block of code for a fixed number of repetition. Okay, it will be fixed number of how many times I want to repeat that. Okay, myself I have to fixed, and then I have to iterate, or I have to execute repeatedly. Okay, how many needs, how many numbers I need, like that I have to apply the condition in a for loop itself. This is another name for entry control loop. Okay, so this type of for loop is most flexible type. Okay, this structure of execution will be most flexible type of execution. So just you have to know it this, we will see that syntax of that for loop. Okay, so this is also repetition only. Okay, so it will be fixed number of times, how many times I want to repeat this. Okay, myself ourself we have to give that repetition numbers. Okay, that syntax we have to see for. Okay, for is the keyword. First we initialization means I equal to 0, I equal to 1. Okay, that is the initialization. Test condition means what it is, I less than equal to 10. Okay, that is the condition. Okay, already first initialization I equal to 1, test condition I less than equal to 10. So 1 less than equal to 10 means what is that, condition is true, it will be going for block of code. Okay, so what you want third one, they given are incrementation and decrementation. Okay, first two statement only first execute, initialization and test condition, this both statement only first execute. So condition will check, so condition is true means it will be going for block of code, condition is false means it will be exit and come out of the block of code. Okay, so condition is true now, so 1 less than equal to 10 means condition is true now, so block of code will execute. Okay, then after only incrementation and decrementation. Okay, any one. Okay, incrementation or decrementation. Okay, incrementation and decrementation we discussed in chapter 10 itself. Okay, maybe you have any doubts, just you have to go through your video itself or your book itself. Okay, I plus plus, plus plus I minus minus, minus minus I. Okay, so this is the incrementation and decrementation of the for loop. Okay, for loop syntax what it is, for initializations, test conditions, incrementation and decrementation. Okay, depending upon a condition, condition is true means it will be execute a block of code, condition is false means it will be go out of the program. Okay, that example program also they given in down itself. For count equal to 1, count less than equal to 10, count plus plus. Here percentage %d, okay, percentage %d means printf itself, they given block of code printf. Okay, printf means print the statement. Okay, that is the meaning of print. Okay, print statement is it will be printing the result on your output screen. Percentage %d means integer. Okay, percentage %d means it will be fixed and consider a integer values only. Backslash n make a new line. Okay, backslash n is a meaning of making new line. Okay, so next count what is the value of first 1. Okay, already we initialization in a for loop itself. Okay, count equal to 1, so it will be print first value 1. Next incrementation, count plus plus, so now 1 plus 1. Okay, one value will be incremented from here, already count value is 1, so 1 plus 1 2. Now count value is what it is, 2. Test the condition, 2 less than equal to 10. Okay, 2 less than equal to 10, condition is true, go for print statement. Print percentage %d, okay, backslash new line it will be make count. Now count value is 2. Okay, it will be printing the output screen 1, அடுத்தது வந்து next வந்து 2. Next incrementation, count plus plus. Okay, now count value is 2. 2 plus 1, 3. Now check a condition, 3 less than equal to 10. Condition what it is? True. So next print statement. Print statement itself, what will print? 3 will print in a count variable. So 3. So like that up to 10 it will be repeating. Okay, number of times, how many number of times? 10 times it would be repeating. Why it is means I fixed a number in a 10. Okay, so number first to 1 to 10, okay, that values will be printing on your output screen. This is the example of a for loop. Okay, so that initialization process, condition, incrementation, okay, counter variable, okay, that everything they given an explanation down itself. Just yourself you have to see that. Okay, these are all for that explanation. Initialization means what, test condition means what, and body of the loop means what. Okay, that already I explained there itself. Just yourself you have to read out and know it this. Okay, this for loop conditions. Okay, this is the for loop flow chart. Okay, for loop flow chart. Okay, this is the way to executing a program. First initialization, at the evaluate a condition. Condition is true means go for the body of the loop, increment and decrement, and next go for the condition. Okay, evaluate, and then condition is true means go for body of the loop, increment and decrement process, go for next we repeat to evaluate the condition. Okay, so up to condition is false. Okay, up to when condition is false, that time only exit a loop, proceed to the statement following the loop. Okay, so it will be exit, that time only will be execute. When condition is false, that time only will be exit on the loop, otherwise that condition will be repeated. Okay, how many number of times? Already we fixed. Okay, that number of times it will be repeated continuously. Okay, this is the for loop flowchart explanation. Okay, this is the example of for loop. Okay, I equal to 1, I less than equal to end. Okay, so end value they didn't give. Okay, end value maybe you have to enter. Okay, you have to give. Okay, 10 or 20 or 30. So that value will be you give yourself start value and end value. Okay, so like that statement for loop will be execute. That initialization part also one day given, but yourself you have to give input and repeat that process. Okay, this is the example of a for loop. Okay, this is also one of the example of while, do, okay, and then do while. Okay, that example they given for loop. Okay, that everything they given here itself. Yourself you have to work out. Maybe after explanation about your practical programs, you have to execute yourself. Thank you students, have a nice day.